Good morning. Happy Friday, TGIF. And for those of you who are watching the replay, hello, wherever you are in the world. My name is Kari Capone, and I'm the founder of The Spinning Hand. And it's a really happy time this time of year at The Spinning Hand because we're getting ready for the holiday season. It is upon us. Now, I know it's not even Halloween yet. So in retail, we're like getting ready for Christmas already. We're getting ready for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and Jess and I are putting together some really beautiful, beautiful products for our holiday shop. And yeah, so there's a lot going on behind the scenes. It's that time of year where I am working on the weekends to get everything up online so that you can see it. And it's a beautiful thing. So before we open the doors to our holiday shop, I want to just feature a few yarns of the week. So we've done yarn of the week before. Hi, Jess. Good morning. Hi, Canette. Good morning. And so we've done a few yarns of the week before, and I want to do one today that this yarn I've been waiting to share with you for a little bit now. I actually made my first two-color brioche using this yarn, and it's called Debbie Bliss. No, it's not Debbie Bliss. It's Conway and Bliss Odin, Odin. You know, I never looked up what Odin means or refers to, but here is how it works up. Now, it's listed as a super bulky, but when I used like size 15 needles, see, it gives you like a nice drape. That being said, I'm a loose knitter and a loose woman. But here's my two-color brioche. And so it just drapes really nicely. It's a wool and acrylic blend. And so it's washable, and I wouldn't machine dry it. I would just lay it flat to dry, but it's just very soft, very squishy. So it comes in 16 colors, and we have it in all 16 colors at thespinninghand.com. The only one that's kind of limited quantity is the cream. So now it does say Debbie Bliss on it, which is why I called it Debbie Bliss Odin, but Conway and Bliss. So this is called Ecru, and just a nice standard cream. I think we have 5 left of these. And this weekend only, the Odin is 20% off. So I believe that we have it full retail as $14 a ball, which is a pretty incredible price. 92 yards. And so 20% off, I think it's 11 and change for a ball. Plus you get free shipping if you spend more than $50. So if you buy 5 of these, you're getting free shipping. And for 500 yards, I think you could make a really nice vest. But we also have sweater quantity. So you'd probably want to get 10 if you want to make a sweater. And I'll be showing you some different patterns that you can use. So here are the neutrals. And I thought we'd talk a little bit about color theory today. Nothing too boring, but just, if you were ever wondering like how to put colors together, this is such a good yarn to show you how to do that, because they've really given you one choice from each hue of the rainbow, and then they have neutrals as well. So this is called Metal. This is the gray. And then we have black. And we even have more than 10 of some of these colors. But I will say it's a discontinued yarn. So once the colors are gone, they're gone. And it's very hard to find. I wasn't able to find this yarn anywhere else in the US. So this is very limited edition. It's 75% wool, 25% acrylic. And let's see what needle size they suggest. I can't tell, but I think you'd be good with a 13 to 15. I'm a loose knitter, so I would use a 13. So this is called, I can't remember, but we've got like a nice sandy color. And then we're getting into the warm tones. So we did neutrals. Now we've got this beautiful coral. This is called Bubblegum. And I think these two together are fabulous. because the bubble gum has a little bit of peach in it. So I don't know if the lighting is good here, but these really harmonize nicely. So we've got bubble gum, we've got coral, and then we have flame. So this is a nice orange red. In my camera, it looks pretty orange, but I think it's much deeper than that. Yeah, it still looks really orange. Well, that's all right. And then we have lipstick. Yeah, so we've got this is a very vivid hot pink with this nice orange. So those are the warm colors. Then we get into sort of the cooler, it's like purples with a little bit of blue in it. So we've got lilac, which is a very, very pale pinkish purple, like very pale. And then a rich plum, which they call amethyst. And by the way, if you're watching this on the replay, let me know what your favorite color is so far. This one doesn't have a name on the label, and I forget what it's called, but it's like a very deep plum. Oh, thank you, Jess. Yeah, Ravelry lists the recommended size for 15 for the knitting needles, US 15, 10 millimeters, or a hook size NP 10 millimeters. And like I said, since I am, everything that I knit turns out bigger, I go down a needle size to a 13. Yeah, and if you're a very tight knitter, your knitting turns out really tight, you could even go up to a 17. Those aren't as easy to find, those needles, all the time. I happen to have a ton of size 17 needles, though, if you need some. This is called Jade. So now we're into our real cool blues. And so the Jade, you can go in the direction of blues to sky. Oh, these look really similar on the camera. So we've got Jade and then sky and then ocean. So very pretty. I mean, these would make fantastic throws if you're interested in making or crocheting some beautiful snuggly throws for the holidays. That would be a very special treasure, actually, for somebody. And then this, I think, is called Lemonade, but it's got a little bit of green in it. It's sort of a lemon lime. And then this is called Meadow, which is a beautiful olive green. So when you're picking colors, like when I make a sweater, I usually like to have a main color and an accent color. And I've made several sweaters out of Odin, actually. So one thing I did was, which was pretty traditional, is I used this sort of country blue and cream. So that's why there's not much cream left, because I used it all. Sorry, guys. But then I wanted to go a little bit more non-traditional, and I think I used these colors. So I used like a cream and then this darker green and a lime, just to give it a little punch. So that's something you could do if you don't want to go all out with like really loud colors. Oh, for Pete's sake. Block user. So it's, I wonder how we can prevent this, Jess. This is really weird. Block user. Huh, that's so... So I don't know if you caught that, but if you wanted to chat with sexy girls, there, I know it was on the screen. Ugh. Hey, we're already chatting with sexy yarny girls, so you don't need to go to 1-800 whatever. I don't know. Does everybody go through this? I don't even know. So back to happy things, yarny and color theory and that kind of thing. So I was picking like a warm neutral, the cream, and adding sort of pops of cooler colors. You could also do like a cool neutral, like a gray, and add, you know, really warm, like hot pinks, corals, and that gives it a little glow, I think. And then if you want to do like analogous colors, good morning, Shelley, then you can just think of the colors of the rainbow, right? Roy G. Biv. So if you start with like a reddish, and then you go to an orangish, and you go to a yellowish, then you have this nice like citrusy trio. I think 3 is a really nice number. It gives it a little interest. So like you could do black and white, black and white, black and white all day long, but then you add a little plum, or I think plum's a little dark. I don't know, like a little green. And then it gives a little pizzazz. Another example of an analogous colorway would be green, blue, purple. So if we did green and blue, I don't know, that feels light. Green and blue and purple. So I do this at home all the time. And I saw one of my mentors, Mira, when she had Knit Knack, she would lay out all the colors of this yarn, this new yarn, whatever was come into the shop. And she would put things together and see like what went well together. Her eye for color is incredible. So so that's, even if you don't have all the yarn in front of you, right, you can still kind of like play with the different colors. I use colored pencils and sketch things out ahead of time. And I'm like, okay, these are the colors that I want. But I just like an excuse to play with colored pencils too. So this is the yarn of the week. It's called Debbie Bliss, Conway and Bliss Odin. And it's on sale 20% off until Sunday night. And you don't need a special discount code. When you add the yarn to the cart on thespinninghand.com, you'll automatically get 20% off. And the retail price is $14. So it'll be about $11 and change for each ball. So, yeah, Shelley said that's a great idea. I should do that before shopping. What I wanted to say about colors is we tend to love the same colors again and again for ourselves. So you're going to notice that like a lot of what I put out there is in the pink family, brand colors, and in the blue family, like in here. And that's just where I like to live. And if you look in my closet, it's like rose, pink, and then blue, 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 blue. But then I have to remember that we're all different and all of these colors are beautiful. And so it's just a matter of kind of like getting to groove on them a little bit, and be like, yeah, this is fun. Rather than limiting ourselves to one part of the spectrum, which is very easy to do. So that is one thing that's pretty cool about our subscription boxes, is that you get a chance to use not only yarns, but also colors that you might not ever pick for yourselves. But hopefully it's such an engaging project that you're like, yeah, it's kind of growing on me. Sometimes it doesn't happen. There are certain colors like sort of a mustard gold has been very popular in past seasons, especially in the fall. And I don't know, it just doesn't do it for me. But it looks stunning on some people. So if I want to make a gift, mustard gold it is. As Shelley says, my mom has been happy I stopped wearing only blue years ago because middle school was almost 95% blue in my wardrobe. Listen, blue is a solid choice. I don't think you can ever go wrong with blue, right? Jess, when we talk about how to put together a collection, we have neutrals, we have some colors that are, Pantone colors or trending colors. And then we always have blue. It is a staple. It's like a neutral. Blue denim. So being in the New York City area, there were years that black was pretty much all of my wardrobe because I could wear things over and over again. People wouldn't notice. I didn't have a lot of money for my wardrobe. So it's like, who's going to notice the difference between this pair of black pants, that pair of black pants? Right? Denim is the best. Yes. And I love working from home, and that's my uniform. Black on black on black. And that's why knitting is so fun, because you can wear black on black on black. You can wear your denim, and then you can give it a little splash. So today I'm wearing a vest. Let me stand up a little bit. I actually made this, and I am so happy with how it turned out. It's a gradient set, and I can't remember what kind of yarn it is, but I made it up as I went along, and so I'm really proud of this one. I love that it's fall weather and I can wear it. So head on over to thespinninghand.com, check out Odin. We're always putting up new listings on thespinninghand.com. Thank you, Kanette. She says it's beautiful. Trying to knit men's vests for gifts. Yeah. And I think that a lot of men want thinner yarn, and it takes a long time to knit. To knit. But if it's a V-neck, that's nice, because then it's like less knitting. But sometimes it's a shallow V. Anyway, thank you, Jessica. I wanted to say one more thing before I signed off, and that is I am thinking of putting spindle kits, drop spindle kits, into the shop. So it would come with a wooden drop spindle and with a beautiful braid of wool and instructions on how to learn to do your own spinning. So for those of you who are on the call, if that sounds interesting, just drop a yes in the comments. And for those of you who are watching the replay, if it sounds interesting, just drop a yes in the comments. And yeah, so I've just got a little something in the works. You know, it might not be until after the holidays, but yeah, I'm just seeing who's out there. Yeah, Shelley says yes. Who might like to do that? Kanette says yes, and there are 4 exclamation points. So okay, it's happening. Yeah, I really do love, you know, the drop spindle, and it's a gateway drug. So eventually we might start selling spinning wheels. After all, this is the spinning hand. But first things first, baby steps. So good. And Jess says, I don't have room for new hobbies. Oh, I know. This is strictly an enabling situation. So we will enable other people to start new hobbies. Excellent. Okay. So that's all for today. I am going to keep on getting the holiday shop ready. Jess and I are working overtime, but it really is a pleasure. You know, the air is crisp. I've got my coffee, and I have all this yarn to play with. So have a wonderful weekend ahead. And yeah, don't be a stranger. Give me an email, and I'll talk to you soon. And I'll see you next week with the yarn of the week. Okay. Love you guys. Bye.